Where does this mean for now for Chelsea? Are you still humble? Because Don, I don't
done
think
now.
you're the humble type, man. Don't be like Matisse and Carefree Lewis, man, where they're being a bit humble.
Bro,
I'm
I'm
the
not.
one that's gonna be there to say, yo, we're in this now. We're in this title race. We're in this mix. Let's have it.
It's just a title race you won't win. It's as simple as that. It's a title race you won't win.
I'm not running from it. I told you 2 weeks ago it's still a top 4 thing for us and Arsenal because I thought Liverpool were 9 points ahead.
Why are you bringing Arsenal ahead of
No,
Arsenal?
no.
You
No,
don't
but
hold a minute.
No,
Arsenal.
let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm
on.
saying, bro. Because us and Arsenal were on the same level of points. What I'm saying, right? And now, from last week, I said we're back in the title race, bro, because the gap has closed. And now the gap has closed even more. We're 4 points behind Liverpool. Whether people like it or not, it all comes down to your definition of what a title race is. For me, right now, we are in touching distance. Therefore, we are in the race. Whether we can stay in it is another conversation, bro. Right? You know what I'm saying?
But you acknowledge you're in the race.
Yeah, 100%. We've got Brentford next at home. We don't do well against Brentford. We've got Everton away after that. We don't do well against Everton, right? We started to change the narrative a bit this season. So we need to make sure that we pick up more W's, bro. And that's when people are looking and think, wow, these guys are actually serious.
Don, do you know what I'd say to you? Because you know when the it first started to come out, our Chelsea and title race, and I said 2 things to you. I said your defense and your keeper, but I have to hold my hands up. The defense, Chelsea defense being bad, it's a lazy narrative now because I think you're 3rd or 2nd best defense statistically. So your defense not really shade on. But for me, the reason why I actually now think you're in the race, I think you'll be there till about March, but it's your guy between the stick. I text you this, I'm on the phone to you, I say this all the time. I don't have confidence in Sanchez because even first half, right? If Spurs had more quality, it could have probably been 2-3-0 up because the way you just gifting them the ball, and this is what I'm saying, there's going to be games that are on knife edges. There's going to be games that are in the balance where I just think he's either going to lose you the game or draw you the game. Literally, nothing to do with your other 10 outfield plays, just on him. And I think you acknowledge that. That's why I think you'll be in the race, but I think you'll fall off probably with about 7-8 games to go. But at the moment, I don't like this narrative. Chelsea defenders are bad because I used to say that maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and you used to say, Ramel, like, I can't lie, the defense isn't as bad as you think it is. Then I checked the stats and I was like, you know what? The narrative's lazy. No one can call Chelsea's defense bad anymore. It's literally just your keeper. And even second half done, I have to give him credit as well. He made 2 big saves. I know he had, in my opinion, the first half was quite poor, but he kind of redeemed himself second half. But you know what? I think if you lot are serious, I know you've got on a bunch of keepers. If you was to sign, I'm not even going to say a world-class keeper or not, because there's not a lot of them, but a very good keeper and maybe another centre-back, I think your attack is enough to sustain a challenge. I still don't think you'll win it, but it's enough to sustain a challenge, maybe till the wire. But I don't know if you sign a keeper in
we're not gonna sign a keeper. For me, Jorgensen has to come in because, like I've said, for me, he helps our defenders stay composed. He doesn't make them jittery and panicky the way Sanchez does. You're right when you say that he was giving the ball away, bro. I'm fucking shouting at this guy again, bro. Yeah, and I know he can hear me as well.
So it was Lavia and Caicedo. They were ripping into them.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? He just puts. He's a hazard in the team. He's a big hazard in the team. But what I'm seeing in the team right now is that we're scoring goals from multiple players. Right? Against Southampton, there was 5 different goal scorers. Yesterday, it was Palmer, it was Enzo, it was Sancho. Jackson didn't have a good game. It's not like we're just looking at him to get our goals. We're not just looking at Palmer. There's so many players right now that are stepping up and putting up numbers. So yes, defensively we might not be great. I think defensively we're not the best. I still need to be convinced more. But for me, the major problem we've got in there is Sanchez. If we take him out, I think we'll play better with Jorgensen in goal, in all honesty. But end of the day, we're scoring goals, bro. And we've got easier competition right now in terms of the teams we're about to face. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm kind of looking at things, man. We should be winning these games.
You know. By the way, I think for me, Caicedo's very, very lucky in that game. With that red card, man. I thought it was a red card. Did anyone think it was a red card?
If we're being honest here, if you look at because I know people are trying to compare it to Romero's and his one. If you look at Romero's last year, there was a lot of force in Romero's. He did win the ball, but he followed through with a lot of force. Caicedo's literally looked like a kick, like the studs touched the shit. Literally retracted it.
It was a red card.
And the Kulu one as well. I thought that was.
And Kulu's one was nasty as well. Kulu's one was nasty,
man. I see
when I was watching it in real time, I didn't really I didn't know what to make of it because I didn't really know what actually happened with Lavia, right? And then when you actually watch the replays back, there's not really. At first, I thought maybe he's running, but then there's not really a reason why his elbow should be that high when you're running for the ball and trying to challenge Lavia. So what Kulu did was nasty. He should have been red carded as well. But I reject this notion that this Caicedo thing was it was just a light brush on the shin. F off, man. Caicedo. I seen a couple of those challenges last season from Caicedo, and he knew what he was doing. So spare me, please. I'm not gonna dwell on that because I don't think ultimately that was the thing that was the difference between us winning and losing the game. But let's not pretend as if he was sent off for that, it would have been unjustified. Let's not do that.
Yeah. But listen, I think for me, right now, listen, Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez as well, he's in the form, just shows you, man, you know what I mean? No misses, no problems, you know what I mean? He's banging in goals, I can't lie to
I
you.
don't know, did you not see the love bite? I had a love bite on his neck, you know? George, he had a love bite on his neck, you know that?
How did
he had
you
a love
notice
bite on
that?
his neck.
How did you notice that?
How are you that close to
See
his
it.
neck?
What are you watching his neck for like that? What are you on now?
Someone said it. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me go watch the thing back, and I could see it on his neck, bro. I could see it.
Okay.
Well, listen,
whoever's
making
this is
Enzo a happy man right now, whoever's making him a happy man, carry on.
You don't. You know this is one player I've been consistent with, even when everyone was crashing it on him. I said, this guy, there's a player there. Whether he makes it in the Prem or not, he'll probably go to La Liga or the Italian league and ball out there. I think he's a dictator. He needs the game at his pace. But you're now seeing his quality. When everyone's saying this guy, obviously the criticism was warranted. You don't pay that money. Because I would say his first 6 months at Chelsea was actually quite good. I know a lot of people think it wasn't.
It was.
But the last 18 months have been stinking. You have to call it out. But when people are saying he's washed, he's done, that's it. The guy's 23. He still has a career. And now, listen, him being a single man, he's now showing his quality. But like we spoke about a couple of weeks ago, Don, I think what's really helping him is Caicedo inverting. Because him and Lavia now, like, Enzo and Palmer are free. They've got that defensive security now. They can do what they want. But I think now you might see his performance. I'm not going to say drop, but if Lavia's out for quite a bit of time, you're now going to see the pivot again. Maybe his performances might not be what they've been the past month. Maybe. But the player is there. The player is there. Honestly,
100%, man. And there's a myth that off the ball he's completely useless and that. What it is with Enzo, you can't leave him in wide open areas because he's not that quick. That's the problem. When you bring players closer to him, bro, he gets stuck in. Against Southampton, he won the ball back twice for 2 goals that we scored, bro. You know what I mean? Yesterday, I'm seeing him getting stuck in as well with his jewels. You know, he's got that South American grit. You know what I'm saying? He actually plays with heart. You know what I mean? And what he's doing right now as well is he's crashing the box. Because in the first half, I don't know if you guys noticed, we was dropping the ball in the box quite a lot of times, and there was no one there, right? It was clear to me that Maresca said to them in the second half, make sure that you're on those loose balls because we're getting in the box and nothing's happening.
And then his goal come from it. Yeah.
And his goal came from it. Palmer did what he did, you know what I'm saying? Manipulating the defenders, dropping his shoulder, taking them left, right from a right wing position, you know, and then Enzo comes on his weaker foot, just zaps it in. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, I'm happy with him, man. I'm happy with him right now. I can't lie. Him and Sancho have a very good relationship, bro. That left-hand side for us last season was Sterling, Chilwell, and these grenade launchers, yeah? Now, it's guys that love playing with the ball and keeping with the ball, yeah? I don't know if you guys remember that little phase of play between Enzo and Sancho. Where Enzo
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He played it off. Even the goal that we scored, it started from Enzo. Caicedo just put it through a man's legs. He zipped it off to Palmer. Like, bro, the football yesterday was mad. It was mad.
Mate, every time Neto got the ball as well, man, you expect something to happen, innit? Like, he's such a baller, Neto, man. I'm fuming with your front three compared to mine. Like, I look at ours, it's just predictable, boring trash, innit? I look at yours, you got Sancho, Neto, you got Felix sat on the bench.
By the way,
Palmer, F him, he's a scrub. Yeah, like, again, another game he didn't do anything. Get out of it, Don. Don't even try it. You're front four. You've got goals. You've got, like, they can hold the ball. They've got good touch. They drive forward. They can dribble. They can cross. They score goals.
Are they finishing above you, do you reckon, Lee? Do you reckon they finish above you?
Mate, I said at the start of the season, top 4 for us. Yeah, everyone was hyping up this manager. Yeah, I said top 4 this season. Yeah, I didn't expect Chelsea to do what they've done this season so far, but I don't know. They might finish above us.